Doesn't matter if you're a professional or if you're just building cool hot rods in your garage on the weekend, having the right tools will ensure that you do it right the first time. Today we're going to be using the iCrimp Kit 0535. This thing is a multi-headed tool with crimper and stripper. Comes in a blow molded case, which is great if you like storing your tools and keeping them nice and clean. Inside the kit comes with your ratcheting crimper. Has nice little retention tabs in here. Ratchets down, and you can't go any tighter than that. So you know you get a good quality crimp every time. Also comes with these strippers. They do have a positive retention lock, which when you're handling them doesn't fall open like most crimpers, most locks do. Nice and sharp, and it's got a cutter built right there into it. Also included are these jaws that replace that slide and lock into here with a retention clip, which I'll show you in a second. And there's a multitude of them that come in this particular kit. We've got the 03C jaw, which is for your insulated plastic terminals. We've got the 35WF jaws, which do your large ferrules. The 10WF jaws, which do your medium to small ferrules. The 04B, which do your little double crimp connectors, which I'm kind of excited about. You got the 125 jaws, which do your heat shrink style insulated connectors. And the 10N jaws, which do your non-insulated ring terminals or non-insulated terminals. And since it goes up to 8 gauge, you might be able to do battery cables. So this is exciting for me because this one box has the potential to replace all of these pliers in the drawer. Cleaning up the drawers is always fun for me. Now I'm going to get into showing you how to lock these jaws in, and I'll start demonstrating the connections. The pliers have these little quick retention tabs. So if you want to use one of these jaws, you'll just slide them in, push the tab, and they're positively held in there. You can ratchet them down. It'll go down, you hear a click, can't go any farther. That's all the way crimped, and then you can let it go. Pretty simple. Got a couple of strands of wire already cut. We're going to use our strippers. Let's say you needed to cut that. They're nice and sharp. They're labeled here so you can match the gauge up to the wire you got. Squeeze it down and just pull it. Just like any other stripper that you've used, only better. We've got our wire ends here. I'm going to use the butt connector. I use these probably every day. We're going to get that centered in there, and we're going to match the red coloring with the red coloring on the die. We're going to center this up just on the side there, and I'm going to crimp it down till it clicks, and then let it go. And you can see that's firmly on there. How firmly is that? Is this just going to pull out? Well, let's test it. Our super scientific method here, I vice grip the wire to the edge of the truck frame, and we're just going to add some weight to it. And we're going to see how good this connection is. Clamping on below my crimp connection, I'm not adding more force to the crimp. Simply adding the weight of the pliers, and they seem to be holding. Let's grab another one, add some more weight. It's holding 2 vice grips, 3 vice grips, 4 vice grips, 4.5 vice grips. I think you get the point. The crimp's holding fairly strong. You probably will never have this much tension on your wires, but it just goes to show you that that's not going to rattle or vibrate loose. And since we got the heat shrink connection, we could shrink this up and give it some more strength too. But if you're worried about the crimp, don't. So now that we've seen what this one can do, let's swap it out. And let's try the 10N. For this, I'm going to do an 8 gauge ring terminal connection. Got some wire already over here. We're going to strip this out. Apply our ring terminal. All the way down till it clicks. We can open it back up. And that's on there. You can see it's got a nice good crimp on there. Now we're going to try the smaller ones. Same thing, grab our wire, stick it right on there, and we're going to give her a good crimp. Lock it down. And we got a nice solid crimp on there. So that'll be your non-insulated terminals. Next we're going to try the 04 Bravo, 04B. This will be for those double crimp weather pack style connectors. You can see it's got a nice little double roll on it. We'll get our wire set up. The reason I'm so excited about trying this is because there are so many different types of harnesses that use this style of connector, and they usually mean you got to pay the $200 price tag of getting the right crimper for the job. We're going to see if this one works. I'm going to preload this, set this in there and give her a crimp. Now you can see I got a good little double roll on that first little part where the wire goes into the terminal. Now I'm going to slide it a little further in and I'm going to crimp this insulation side. There you go. Got both the sides crimped. Nice, solid, good crimp. Have some good retention on it. And I'll tell you guys, I won't tell you the name brand, but with this head, you can save on buying these $200 crimpers. I haven't yet tried it to see if it'll do the double wire in the one terminal crimp, but it may. Let's figure that out. All right, I got 2 wires in there. Let's see if this will do the double wire. There you go, guys. Does the same thing as those connectors. If you look in here, you'll see there's 2 step sizes on these jaws. So you've got the first side, which is a little reduced diameter, and then the second side, which is a little larger. Conveniently line up as they should. One side's a little larger diameter than the other, so you're getting both the wire retention and the insulation hold down in this little jaw. That's neat. The next 2 set of jaws are for things like amplifiers or anything that you would normally put a bare wire terminal into and kind of clamp it down on it. You'll see a lot of those in like fuse blocks where you got to stick something in there and it's got a little Allen head that clamps down and it just spreads the wire out everywhere. These are ferrules, and that's meant to go over the end of that wire and give it more of a uniform shape, and it kind of squares out the round hole so that when you clamp your little bolt down on there, it's got something positively to clamp down against and retain it. So let's get one of those going. Again, I'm going to use my 16 gauge wire just because that's what I got. And I'm going to preload this on the 16 gauge side. Since it clicks, it'll just kind of hold it in place for me, so I'm not using 3 hands to do things. I get my wire seated in there, and I'm going to give it a crimp. It'll release when it's done. And I've got a nice positive crimp on there, and that's not going anywhere. So instead of sticking a bare wire in there, I've got something that this can clamp down onto, and it's going to hold, and it's going to look pretty. Who doesn't like pretty? Now we can get into our large ferrule. That's this guy. This is an 8 gauge wire. Put our ferrule on. Just going to give her a crimp. Nice and tight. and it'll go all the way up to 2 gauge. I did, was this 4 gauge wire, just to show you that it gives it a nice little positive stop in there, so when you're tightening down on like a little amp fuse block or just into an amp power wire, nice clean connection. Next up is the insulated ones, but for not heat shrink. This is where I think a lot of you guys are going to live. I see a lot of these connectors on different things that I work on. Same thing, just a real basic crimp. And that isn't going anywhere. Color coded so you can match it up nice. Ratcheting action. Just a real clean crimper. If you guys watch the channel, you know I do a lot of wiring, a lot. I enjoy it. It's therapeutic for me, and I have a lot of different tools to do that. But how cool is it that one tool can sit right next to me where I'm working, and I can do everything that 8 or 10 pairs of pliers can do. The grips are nice, they're cushioned. It's got a nice feel to it. Some of the tools that I use over the years have just worn themselves apart and they don't work right anymore. And it just doesn't feel right. So when you're doing this stuff for hours on end, it's nice to have tools that feel good and that work well. Thanks to IWISS for sending us these tools out to try. I definitely had a few of their tools already in my toolbox, so I knew I was dealing with a good company. This is a great tool. It's well built. It looks like it's gonna last forever. The other ones that I have, I think I've had for years already as it is. So that's a good deal. There's also adjustments for how much tension you want on there. The iCrimp quick change ratcheting crimper is definitely gonna be a go-to in my toolbox. With all the different heads, it'll be doing a multitude of jobs. Check the description and see how you can get 5% off if you put our code in. And we hope that you guys like this video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.